in Australia, Lee McGahey, suggested I get in contact with Martin, and he said Martin Ballily would be the guy to help you out do this, you know. I honestly thought I was going to go to the studio and do a basic recording, you know, with guitar or something, you know, but Mr. My friend here got saxophones in, keyboard players, drummers, you know.
Fleshed it out.
Everything, and that was it. And we released the CD, and it did something for the charity. We worked so well together that I had a lot of stuff written. And as I said, I don't play an instrument really as such. I just come up with ideas for songs. And it's been 10 months.
10 months, yeah.
10 months, and we're still together.
You're just together 10 months?
10 months,
yeah. 10 months.
And you've achieved this much already?
Yeah, Chris is a remarkable songwriter. I dabble in the art myself, to be honest, but Chris is one of these natural songwriters. He's a bit of a conduit. I think these songs come to him, or come through him, I don't know, but I was instantly attracted to what he was about, and I had space in my sort of musical calendar to get involved in it. I was involved in a lot of different things, but his songs really caught my ear, and I thought, it also gave me huge power, because there's only two of us, so I'm the overlord of the project.
That's the beauty of it.
The overlord. Well, I mean
that in a very benign way, in that when sorry about that. That came across really badly.
It's quite funny though.
Rather
it's
dictatorial,
okay.
but not at all. No, but the chemistry is quite unusual, because Chris brings me a song and we sit and we work it out. Like Heart Sore, what you heard there is essentially Ollie on drums, a great trumpet player from Cork, Roy Kelleher, and the rest is me. And obviously Chris, it's Chris's song. It's a fantastic song, and
but that's the beauty of us. The two of us we're very stubborn, and we can be very set in our ways.
Who, me?
No, you. And but that's just the beauty of it, is because, as I said, I actually opened up a Twitter account the other night, and you have to give a little bit of a description, you know, and I described this as two immovable objects on a roll, you know, because we now know how we can work with each other.
Yes.
And we've worked out really, really well together, you know, and it's enjoyable, you know.
That's the whole thing, though. It's very important to enjoy it, isn't it?
That's the thing, and as I said, I had an idea for a melody and the words of a song, and I bring it to Martin on a Thursday night, and we sit down and I'll sing it, and he'll put the chords on it, and that's the whole process of it. Then is getting the guy who can actually play the music to flesh out the idea that's in my head, and it's a joint collaboration. The two of us work very well together, and we almost instantaneously know when something needs to be done or something needs to be dropped. It's like we just look at each other and, you know, we'll just wave our hand.
You know, I think this is wonderful, actually, because the fact that you're only doing this 10 months, and already you have a very natural kind of way of conceiving the idea and then fleshing it out and making it happen, and to have a kind of an inner confidence as well. I can sort of see that individually you both know yourselves, and you have your experiences, and then you can bring them together, because I've met other duos before, and sometimes they can struggle with each other, or they're at it such a long time. And
yeah, I think the beauty of it is, I think it's apart from that there is a natural chemistry between us, but I think Chris, if I could put it this way, Chris allows me to do one aspect of it, and I'm always sort of going back to Chris and making sure that he's happy with the progress, because I respect songwriters. I respect a song more than anything else, and I want, like with Heart Sore, I mean, we've laboured long and hard over that tune. It's the first of many, because we have a lot of stuff.
Do you?
Oh yeah. We've a lot of stuff coming up. We've got, I suppose, the bones of like 5 or 6 more to record, or that are in sort of
already started, yeah.
Already started, and more than started, sort of gone beyond the sort of starting phase, and it's a very interesting union of a meeting the minds, I would say, more than anything else. You know, that's my feeling on it, and I feel I can express myself sort of to my utmost working with Chris's songs. Within, obviously, there's an editing sort of a cut-off point.
Indeed,
you know, but there is, and he allows me that, and equally I allow his song to be expressed the way he wants it to be expressed, and I think that's why it works. And we're also similar vintage, we come from similar backgrounds, so it's no coincidence.
Similar tastes and that.
Yeah,
so we've got a lot of things in common with each other, you know. Like what we did when we had a lot of the songs written out and, you know, put the chords down on it and arranged, We did a 3-month residency in the Quayside Bar in Cork City every Friday night.
Hi,
And
Mary.
you're still doing that, I believe, is that right?
No, we've finished up doing
Okay.
that. That was a whole exercise in playing the songs, our original material. Martin would go and do a set of covers, just to kind of warm the people up, and then we do 45 minutes of Apologists songs.
Right.
And they got a very good reception. People enjoyed it. People would turn up on a Friday night and just listen to the set and ask us about the songs, and it was based upon that. That was just basically us heaving ourselves on the unknown, on the unsuspecting public, and then getting positive feedback.
It's the way to go, isn't it, though?
So that's it. Like, even after that, we knew what the track listing for the album would more than likely would be. And then we did a gig in the Spalpeen. We headlined that in April.
Brilliant. That's an amazing bar.
Yeah, and we did really well that night, and I think the Roundy House.
We did the Roundy, yeah, run by later with the Grunts. We did that a couple of weeks ago, and that went well. So we're kind of learning to perform as a duo as well, and that's obviously an integral part of it. I mean, I would have a lot of playing experience behind me. Chris is relatively new to it, but he's taken to it like a duck to water, to be honest, and it's not a bother on him, and it's...
You're a natural, Chris.
He's a natural.
I mean, I was just one of these guys. I just go and do something anyway, and if it means that,
It's great not to have any hesitation.
It's not. I don't really hesitate. And I think the thing is, like,
It's a curse to most musicians.
I'm comfortable with him anyway next to me. I mean, the only thing that frightens me is when he comes up with this famous line of his, "Here's a thought," and I'm like, "Oh no."
Okay.
What's the thought? No.
Just a point on the single. We're actually releasing it officially on July 27th on iTunes.
I was just going to ask you.
Yeah, if you go to our Facebook page, and if you want, we're the Facebook The Apologists, or you can find me Facebook Martin Valley or Facebook Grace Keating, and through any of those portals you can find us, and any information you want in details how to get the single, and just keep us up to date. We also have a video diary which is quite entertaining. That we
I was watching that.
Yeah.
I was very entertained. I was going to say, for the benefit of our listeners, you should go along to Martin Valley's Facebook, and you'll see some very funny footage.
The YouTube is C Stanley K is what you type in, and you'll get a bunch of just me and him sitting around playing the tunes, having a laugh. It's totally unrehearsed, there's totally improvised. There's no contrivance within this whatsoever. So it's good fun, and they're worth a look.